What is going on, guys? So we have a video today. We're actually going to be dropping off the Whipple S550 at the Ford dealership for some warranty work. So this might come as a surprise. I get a lot of questions about warranty and stuff like that. This is actually a little bit different of a warranty, but regardless, I still get the question. So we're bringing in, they're actually repainting the front. So this is a very common issue with 2015 and up Mustangs is the hoods start to bubble and the paint really just gets messed up. So this car is a 2016, it's got 65,000 miles on it, and they're covering it. Also has a Whipple Supercharger. A lot of people say if you supercharge your car, you void your warranty. Obviously that's not the case. That's not the case for paint issues, but also for everything else. Basically, when it comes to warranty, if you have any sort of failure issue or anything, it has to be proven that said modification causes that issue. In our case, obviously a supercharger does not cause paint bubbling, but that applies elsewhere. If you had some sort of simple issue with anything else that is not caused by a supercharger, it can be covered too. It's not just a simple avoid stamp. So I've tried to explain that many times before. There's also some documentation to read down below. I think it's the Moss Magnuson Act or case. Basically, go check that out. So it basically says that a manufacturer cannot just simply void a warranty. It has to be proven that said modification voids or cause said failure, and then they can reject it. Alright, so here we have the Mustang, and typically you'll start seeing some bubbling right here. We actually got some right here. Try to get it on camera. So this, go check your car if you have an S550, because this is very common. You can see some bubbling there, and then there's a few other spots, but there's a big one right here. Yep, you can see it right there. Big bubbling. We got some bugs on the car, but it's love bug season in Florida, so that happens. So they're actually going to be painting the whole front end of the car and blending it, which is pretty cool. I think they're also going to be swapping the Roush hood scoop over, which should be interesting. They said they would, so I don't know, shouldn't be a problem. Hood alignment and everything, the Ford body shop there is pretty good. So I'm not really worried about anything getting messed up there. So they said they're gonna paint the hood, the fenders, the bumper, basically blend the whole area. So we're gonna bring the car over there. It's on E85, so should be fun. And just as I said, it's love bug season. I got hit by a lot of love bugs with the truck. So we're gonna move that real quick. Alright, so let's go head over to the dealership and we're going to drop this car off and then come back. Alright, so here you can see 65,000 miles. So it's pretty awesome that they're covering the paint with the car, and I'm excited to see the finished product. Obviously some guys might be a little weirded out bringing a 800 plus horsepower car to the dealership. but I am going to give them pretty strict instructions that pretty much no one can drive it. For one, it's a lot of horsepower, and two, I mean, if someone were to go drive it, there's nowhere to fill up with E85 around here. So if someone were to fill this up with 93, it would be a very bad scenario. So let's make sure that is very clear, and yeah, we should be good. You guys want a little ripski? It's just a tiny ripski. Oh man, never gets old. Barely even hitting it. Alright, so we just made it to the Ford dealership. We're gonna go inside there, get the car dropped off, and I think we'll probably just pick it up when I pick up the car. A few days or something like that. Alright guys, so we're actually picking up this video now. It's actually been a few weeks. So obviously when I dropped it off, I had planned to pretty much film right after we picked it up. But actually the day I picked it up was the day that I actually hurt my knee. So we actually picked it up, and I had my friend Philip, who was with me, drive the car, and I drove his truck with what I thought was just a hurt, like pulled muscle knee. Turns out it was broken. So that's why the delay on finishing this video off has been, so I think I'll be uploading a video on the knee and what happened. If you guys are interested in it, just let me know, and I'll kind of explain the whole deal. But yeah, so obviously I delayed posting the video on or recording any videos of the car. I'm going to show you that here pretty soon, but they did get the car fixed up, and we got it here in the garage. I also want to ask you guys, I'm going to be doing some live streams here soon. I know a lot of other people do live streams, and they answer a lot of questions, fill in a lot of people. They also use like super chats and stuff, which I'm kind of interested to try to see how that goes. Obviously, I've been trying to keep up with videos every other day and have content for you guys. For a few weeks there, before and after surgery, I was just dead. Like, I couldn't do anything. So I'm starting to feel better, but I'm also, you know, still recovering, and some days I just do not feel good. Especially this morning, I felt awful. Anyways, I'll show you guys the car. Also, a little GT350R update, since I'm literally looking at it, and this car is just so pretty and beautiful. Obviously we still need a clutch, but we're just waiting on Mantic to ship that out, so hopefully it starts shipping out pretty soon, and then we can get the clutch in here. Oh, it's such a pretty car, and you can see the S550 is over there, so I'm gonna make my way over there and show you guys that. Now I am working on some new t-shirt designs and some sticker designs. If any of you guys out there are like really good at designing stuff, if you want to design something, obviously I'll send you some like free, you know, merch if we end up using it. So hopefully we can kind of finalize the design here pretty soon and get some stuff ready. So I'm hoping, basically with the lack of videos, I'm hoping that the t-shirt revenue can kind of fill in, and because basically all the medical stuff and everything has been like really expensive, and then with me not producing videos, it actually brings down the amount of money that we bring in. So I've been a little stressed about that, so that's why I've been really focused on getting these t-shirts and stuff done. So hopefully I can get that done here pretty soon. Might do a pre-sale. So you guys just let me know what you want to do, and I hope that I can bring something really cool, a really nice t-shirt design, some sticker designs to you guys. And if you guys want to help and support, obviously I'm going to be doing live streams so that I can answer your questions, so I might try the super chat thing, but also Mustang Lifestyle key tags. We still have, I think, about like 13 or so Mustang Lifestyle key tags. We're running out of them pretty quickly, but go click the link in the description, pick them up. I also have some Turdzilla ones still left over, which I think is cool, kind of just the OG thing. I think there's about 15 of those, so go ahead and check those out. The link is down in the description. They're only like $10 shipped. They're pretty cool to have on your key tag. We're also going to be ordering some different ones here pretty soon, but if you want to get the last of those, go ahead and check those out. So I think that fills in everything I've been trying to do. The GT500 fuel system, there's been a shortage on Walboro pumps, which is what we're waiting on. on. So basically we're just waiting on that to ship from Lethal. If you guys haven't already, check out Lethal Performance. Mustang Lifestyle is my coupon code with them. But basically if you call and talk to you know, Logan or anyone over there, just tell them Mustang Lifestyle sent you, or if you talk to them online, Logan and all the guys over there, they'll be able to help you out with you know, various different things. So I'm excited to hopefully be able to start driving again. So obviously the leg doesn't work and I can't walk on it, can't put weight on it for another 4 weeks or so, but hopefully by that point I'll be able to push the clutch in, and I may not be walking by myself, but I may be able to operate some of the lighter clutches. Like we have a Mantic in that car, there's a Mantic going in this car. The Mantic is actually a really light pedal. The Bullet on the other hand, we won't be able to depress that clutch because it's a pretty stiff clutch. But yeah, we have the 350R. And we're gonna go over to the S550. GT500 is actually at Modular Head Shop. You guys will see a video on that here in about, well, every other day, so Wednesday. All right, so the paint is done. They blended the fenders, the front bumper. It looks pretty good. So they actually replaced the whole entire hood. They also put the Roush hood scoop back on, which I think is pretty cool because they could have made a fuss and not had that done. But they did go ahead and get that replaced as well. I'm gonna crush my way over to the front. Then I want to actually look underneath the hood as well, because I actually haven't done that yet. So hopefully you guys can see, pretty much, I mean, everything lines up great, and the bubbles are gone, obviously, because this is a brand new hood. So I actually want to pop the hood and be able to see the hardware that they have on the hood scoop underneath. But yeah, everything looks really good, and I'm super happy that we got this fixed. With 65,000 miles on the car, they covered it under warranty, which I thought was so awesome. They also detailed the rest of the car too, which I thought was a pretty nice touch. Typically paint shops will do that for you, so I think it was pretty cool. So it looks like they got all the hardware in for the hood scoop, and we also still have the powered turn signal. Since 2016 actually came with a turn signal light in the little vents here, which is, I don't know if anyone knew that, or, well, 2016 owners probably know that. But if you have a 2015, there was no option for this, and if you had a 2017, there was no option for this. Only 2016 got turn signals in the hood, which is pretty interesting. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Everything looks good, matches up with the hood scoop and the vents. Everything fits great, so I think we made out a-okay on getting this repainted. Alright, so I'm glad that everything came out with the car, really great. On the topic of warranties and modified vehicles, I wanted to bring up a pretty good example for you guys. So as you know, we picked up the 2018 GT350R from Don Gift. He gave us a killer deal on this car, and he is literally the man. He actually went out and he bought a 2019 GT350R, which 2019 gets the Gen 2 motor, which was one of his primary reasons for going towards that. This one is perfectly healthy. It's got a 2.9 Whipple Gen 4. In the words of him, I said, why'd you get rid of the car? Even though I'm very happy that, you know, we got the black 350R. He goes, we were like, why'd you get rid of the car? And he goes, well, this one's red. But obviously 2019 gets the Gen 2 motor. It also gets the upgraded oil pump gear as well. It's the same one that's in the 2020 GT500, which has been seeing 1,000+ wheel horsepower at 8,500 RPM, which is insane. So he went and put a 3-liter Whipple Supercharger, Cougs long tubes, and all the good stuff, cooling mods and everything. So I thought that was pretty awesome. he actually just had a weird issue with it. The shifter basically stopped working, and he called me. He said, "Hey, do you think I blew the trans?" And I was like, "No, it sounds like a shifter," because he wasn't able to. Basically, it would go in reverse. Like if you went first gear, it would go in reverse without pulling up the collar. And it turns out he brought it to Ford for warranty, and they're actually going to cover it, even with a Whipple supercharger, Kooks long tubes, all that stuff, because those things did not cause the issue to the shifter, and there's actually a TSB out on it. So 19B34, there's actually a recall, or I think it's called a TSB. I want to make sure I'm saying it right, but basically there's a known issue for the reverse collar on these cars. So there's recall, they're going to order parts, and they're going to get it fixed for him for no charge. So this was a pretty good example about the whole warranty thing and modified cars, and you know, obviously, as I've been trying to tell you guys, warranty is not simply voided because of a supercharger or any modification. However, if you chuck a rod through the side of a block with a lot of boost, you're probably on your own with that one. But if you have something weird going on that is not typical, you know, especially suspension, you know, transmission, shifter, a lot of the little things that go wrong would have gone wrong anyways. But when we're talking internals of the engine with boost, yeah, you're probably on your own on that one. But some other things can possibly cover it, and I've even seen engines sometimes covered depending on the failure too. So I just wanted to give you guys that little example because I thought it was a pretty good example. And hopefully we'll be able to check out Don's 2019 GT350R raised red 3-liter Whipple Kooks long tubes. I think it has a stock catback right now, but yeah, the thing's a beast. And it made some pretty good power on 93. I think it made just over 800 on 93. This one right here made 786 SAE smoothing 5 on the Whipple dyno, which typically reads a little bit lower. So this one made really good power. Palm Beach dyno tuning. This one's awesome. I love this car. Ashley loves this car. We can't wait to get it back and running, and I can't wait to be able to drive it again and actually drive it when we get the new clutch. It actually runs fine right now. It can even move a little bit, but the clutch starts slipping. It sounds like an automatic with a big converter, actually, when you start driving it. So yeah, but we're gonna get this one done. The S550 has just been our old, reliable car, and it just runs. You take it out, drive it, have some fun with it, put it back in the garage. That's pretty much it. We change the oil every once in a while when it gets that time, and yeah, I think the S550 has been a great car. It's paid off now. I would like to do something a little crazy with it, but then I'm also kind of torn because of how reliable and awesome it is. So that car is probably staying that way. GT350R will probably do some injectors here at some point and do some E85, but I really think this thing is like a 93 octane pump gas cruiser, just super fun, super reliable, and just a awesome handling car. So it doesn't need to make a lot of power. The GT500 is gonna make a lot of power here pretty soon. You guys will see that. So I'm super excited to get that done. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video. Make sure you slap the like button down below. It helps get this video out to more people. Leave a comment, let us know what you think. I talked about a lot of different things, so definitely take a minute to just comment down below what you think of everything I talked about. And yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next one, and just definitely go check out MustangLifestyle.net. And if any of you guys need a supercharger, BC coilovers, JLT cold air intake, Mantic clutch, I have a lot of different vendors that I sell on MustangLifestyle.net. I can make you guys a good deal, and you know, it helps support us and it helps support you guys. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.